Good morning, everybody. It's Monday morning, August 14th. We're 7 days in since the start of the storm. We're still trying to deal with everything that's going on. Yesterday, I went out and tried to do some film footage of Olinda. Kula, excuse me. Unfortunately, my batteries died. I wasn't paying attention, so today I'm going to go back out and try and get more information for you folks. The county seemed to think that there were 544 structures that burnt up here, but that's not been my experience. One reporter last night said there was about 15, which seems to be a lot closer to what or 15 homes at least. I don't know what they're counting structures. I think there's a lot of confusion and misunderstanding. So we're going to try and go out and get that figured out. And anyway, I want to thank you, my family and friends that have reached out and are concerned about how they can help. And really appreciate you guys helping out families that we've connected you up with. For those of you who haven't and want to help, I'm going to try and put some connections up at the end of the video, so that if you want to contribute to these people, they really need your help. And if not, and you still want to contribute, you can contact the American Red Cross and designate it for Maui fire relief. Or the Hawaii Food Bank, or whatever you do. I mean, there's plenty of places to help. Yeah, we've done pretty good. Mary Lou and I, we actually gave up her house and moved up here to my little place, because her part of her family needed it. Her son, they lost their home. His wife's family, over 25 people were displaced by the fire, and they're staying with one of their uncles in Kihei. So it's quite a mess right now. And then up country here, we're dealing with benzene in the water from the fires. I'm not sure how it got in the water. I know that benzene is a byproduct of fires, so it may have gotten in when the Driscoll lines that they use to pipe water got overheated or burned, and the water absorbed the benzene from the plastics. I don't know, so that's just speculation on my part, but we're advised not to drink the water, and when showering to use lukewarm water, not hot water, and to not run it in our dryer, because benzene is highly flammable, and it's heavier than air, so it settles out. It is found in nature, but it's found quite a bit in petroleum products, so things like plastics and things like that made from petroleum make it. So anyway, we're having to bring in water from little tanker trucks to kind of wash. We're using the benzene water to wash in, and then we rinse it all off in fresh water. So we're doing okay. Minor inconveniences compared to what people in Ohana have had to go through. So anyway, yeah, my daughter had put together some packages to send over, and I want to send out a big mahalo to Aloha Air Freight. They volunteered to bring in all the supplies that we need on the island for free. So my daughter's put together packages on Oahu, and they're bringing them in. And they've been bringing in a lot of supplies to help out for the island. So thank you. I mean, sorry. But you have no idea how much we appreciate it. Anyway, I'm sorry. It's we haven't been getting a lot of sleep, and you know, myself and Mary Lou have been hearing some harrowing tales from the family. It's just hard to process. We're all going through the 5 stages of grief. The denial. Well, we can't deny it. I mean, it's in our face so much. The anger. I think a lot of people are experiencing anger. There's been situations where people have been getting in fights and things like that. And it's just their way of dealing with it. And then you get the bargaining. I guess bargaining is where we're at right now, dealing with, trying to get help in depression. Depression's very much a part of what we're dealing with. And then acceptance is going to be our last. Anyway, apologize for you, but we'll get out and I'll try and get you as much information and stuff. I know I have like about 4 or 5 friends that are missing, and last I'd heard they hadn't been found. In fact, I'm going to go over to one of my friend's house today, and hopefully his place is there, and find out, because it's his brother that's gone. Anyway, but once again, thank you guys so much for helping. You have no idea. I mean, maybe you do, but right now it's tough on all of us. And anyway, I'm going to let you go. I'll turn you back on when I get over, and I can show you some of the damage from the fires. But you guys take care. Aloha. All right, folks, here's some of the damage that was done by the storm. What you're looking at here is a car that was crushed by this tree falling down. Fortunately, it was parked here. There was nobody in the car. But bad choice of parking spots is when I was coming up, the gentlemen that were cutting up the tree, it said that. So I was glad to hear that nobody was hurt. But you can kind of see the road, the power lines are down, broken. Perfect example of what everybody's up against here on Maui. It's going to be a long process healing from this, and but we will get through it. Anyway, I'm going to try and switch you guys over to the handlebar mount. But for now, that's it. Okay, here's another example of what's going on around here. This is what, aside from the fires, we had to deal with the high winds, which have taken a lot of eucalyptus trees down. And, that was the problem we had at our place. Anyway, let's move on and see what's going on now. Okay, we're up here in Kulamana. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but anyway, we lost 2 homes right here. Heard somebody, I mean, that house was so fortunate that they didn't burn. And the forest above coming down. And these houses probably, oh, I don't know. I believe they hung out over the gulch and the fire came down the gulch, so this was the extent of their damage. This one right here had a deck right around the corner. I'll show you from below. But it's a pretty tough call. You can see their deck ran out over the gulch there. Well, it may not have been the deck, that may have actually been part of the house. So the fire came up from underneath and caught it. And from what I gather, on most of these houses, that's the case. You can see the charge. Anyway, sadly these folks will be rebuilding. It's going to be a long haul. Oh, anyway, I'm going to turn you off. Alright, we're up at the top of Olinda Road just across from the bird sanctuary. And here's the fire. I have no idea how this got started. But anyway, it's smoldering right now. They're trying to do all they can to get it under control. So as long as the winds stay down, we're golden, I think. But it's not good. It's amazing how fast it moved through. It did not burn the tops of the trees or the upper part of the trees. The trees were able to survive, so it just burnt the grub underneath. It's just amazing. Anyway, I'm going to leave you on. Well, it looks like we're going to turn around here. I don't think this is smart to be driving across these power lines. I don't even know if they're hot. And I think this is the end of the line for us. Here's more fire. Kind of looks like it's more of a mop-up operation from here. get through, there's a power line down. Yeah, I know you do, so do I, but you can't get through, there's a power line. I know where you live. You're going to have to go back and go up Hee Holo. Yes, it is. Well, it is my place, so I'm pretty sure it's open all the way. The fire is right here.
Yes, I know. I saw the road. The house back there, I knew there was no water.
Yeah. I couldn't get under the power lines, and you don't know whether the lines are hot or not.
I mean, where is the power line?
Just above the bird sanctuary. Just, yeah, take a look. Yeah, I'd have gone through. I mean, hell, I got to drive all the way around now, but
pretty set on going up. So.
yeah. Well, after you drive all the way up here, you don't want to turn around and go back around.
Well, I mean, if anybody's going to get through, it'd be you because you have the bike.
Yeah, and the line's about this high, and I might have been able to duck under it, but you've got two hot lines, and you know, we've been dealing with power lines down on my property, and you don't go up and touch a power line because there's no guarantee that it's not hot.
Yeah, I agree.
So.
I wasn't about to say it's not hot. Yeah, next thing I know, So
well, she can't get under it anyway. Her truck won't fit under it. Yeah, I mean, it's frustrating, but you know what? Being old and being an asshole just doesn't always pay off.
You know, everybody.
You can't tell me.
You know, everywhere is chaos.
It's been
Lahaina's a war zone.
Yeah.
Kula, I live up in Kula. My parents' house, it almost got burned. I was in the last 24 hours, I had 2 hours dealing with my own personal things, and then coming.
Is your house up by Kula Lodge?
No, my house is below Lower Kula Road, but it came pretty
pretty
close. I mean, from me to the corner of the road, maybe.
Yeah.
Close enough.
Well, we've been sweating because we got a granddaughter that was over in Lahaina, and we haven't heard from her since Sunday.
Have you guys heard from her?
Yeah, we just heard from her. She was staying with her boyfriend and his family at Front Street Apartments that burnt down, and they got out just when the building started burning. And so my girlfriend was beside herself. She because it's her granddaughter.
Yeah, you got your lucky start because there's a lot of people that would be so fortunate.
Yeah.
You would never even have to.
Well, her son lost his house, and his wife lost both of her spas there. So their livelihood's gone, and their house is gone.
This is a real life-changing event for a lot of people.
Yeah, we're going to move out of the house, and I've got a little place in Kula. I mean, it's tiny. It's only 8 by 20 feet.
Yeah.
And she and I are going to move up there, and I guess we're going to give the kids the house to live in until we can get them back on their feet.
Good luck.
Yeah. So your folks are okay?
We're okay. I was going to go up and do some more stuff, but I got called back, mandatory callback. So I slept up there with me and my brother. I had 2 hours of sleep. Came home, my wife was like, your work phone is going off. I think it's the lieutenant. Called the lieutenant. Lieutenant's like, we need you.
Yeah, Max Kincaid.
Oh yeah, I know Max.
He married Danielle. His wife is my girlfriend's daughter.
Oh, no way.
And so he got called up at 3 in the morning last night.
Yeah, he was.
So fortunately, he was over there looking for a sailor.
Yeah.
But there was no self-service coming out of there, and they had no way to charge phones. So.
Yeah, everybody was. Yeah, it's a mess. It's a mess. This is unprecedented.
Yeah, I mean, we got all the negatives from a hurricane without any of the benefits of the rain.
Yeah.
If we'd gotten the rain, we wouldn't have the fire.
Oh yeah, this wouldn't have happened. I completely agree. So I was talking with my mom, and she said, we have hurricanes, rains, power lines go down, but it's wet. Nothing happens. But we got only the wind. The wind is never good.
Yeah, not at the rate. I mean, I spent all day yesterday cutting up trees down on our property. And it was so bad. Anyway, I'll let you go.
Yeah.
All right, we're up here at the top of Olinda Road. I wanted to show you guys just the damage from the winds. This is wind damage here. There is fire damage farther over, but there is wind damage. And right now, we're going to go over and take a look at a smoldering spot. I want to make sure that things out, or there's no flame, because it's smoldering pretty good. The guy said there's nothing to burn, but there does look like there's some in between it. The guy across the road here seemed to think that it's fine, but it's been smoldering for hours, so it's just, as Mary loses down the road, I don't want to see any more fires in the area. I wish I had a shovel. I could cover that up. So here's this forest. The canopy looks pretty good. It doesn't look like it's smoldering. That looks like it's about to burst into flames. Well, this is a fire. Let's see if we can extinguish this somehow, or isolate it, get some of the wood off of it. guys, flame right over here.
Okay.
And I think I got it out. I got some bark and was able to put dirt on it.
All right.
But it was smoldering pretty hot. But the rest of the area looks,
Yeah, was that inside of the burn?
yeah, it was in the middle of the burn.
Yeah.
You know, this guy was saying, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
But it was full flame and it was right under a tree. You know, like trees were laying, I mean, it was set up like a campfire almost to ignite. But anyway,
Thank you.
I didn't want to call you guys because, you know, he said don't bother you guys, and I understood, and I figured, well, fuck, I'll go over and see if I can put it out.
Yeah, thanks for doing that.
But yeah, I got a bunch of dirt on it. It's still smoldering some, but I think I smothered it pretty
Alright.
good.
Sounds good.
So if you guys are okay with that.
Yeah, that's good.
I was out videoing. I wanted to show the forest down, and I sat there and started seeing that thing smoking. So anyway, hey, thank you guys.
No problem. Thank you.
You know, we got a house down in Pihi Holo, and we don't want to lose it.
Right. Yeah.
Not bad. All right, folks. This is part of our Ohana. This is Jair's family. Wait, is it? Yeah, this is Jair's family. If there's any way you guys can help, feel free. And then let me see if I can get Gabriel's family up. Well, let me go through this real good so you can see everything. Feel free to freeze frame it if you need more information. Okay, let me see, that's one. And then, shoots. Okay. Oh. Okay, and this is Gabriel's family, Mary Lou's son. Jair is a sailor's boyfriend, and his family lost quite a bit, and they lost their homes. So, and Gabriel lost his home. So, any way you guys can help would be greatly appreciated. And let's see, created on behalf of Gabriel. So just I hope you can get the information off that. There's Ohana Fire donation. So anyway, that's two families that are very important to us. So please help out if you can, and we love you guys. Thank you so very much. Mahalo nui loa and aloha.